What's going on, guys? So we're gonna go through a flow mobility sequence. This is one I do usually on Sundays, and I'll do it when I have try and get my day started that way, get a free minute. It's gonna be a flow that you do based on whatever your ability level is, and if there's something that you need to hang out on, by all means hang out on it there, right? Just gonna be short, probably about 8 to 10 minute range, and again, I'll flow through it based on what I'm feeling for that time. So whatever it is for you guys, whatever you feel like you need to do for that day, if you can't do something, do it to the best of your ability. Work on improving as you go through. This is something I want you guys to be doing every Sunday at minimum to improve your mobility, improve your recovery as well. So I'm gonna walk you guys through the entire thing for the 8 minutes. And again, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, put it in the Facebook group. But I've got my yoga mat here. Let's get down to business. So what I like to do here, I've got some chill music on above and beyond here. I'm gonna come down into the child's pose position where I'm just gonna come out and start right here. I'm gonna get my elbows are gonna be on the ground. Just gonna hold it there for a little bit. I'm gonna move a little bit back and forth. Now you can keep your vision between your legs, right? I'm just gonna keep my head up so you guys can get a little bit more vocal, so you can hear me a little bit better. Just going back and forth a little bit here. One of the things I also like to do, if you can, is just walk it back. So this is going to stretch out the tops, the ankles, top of the feet, as well as the shins, and then into the quads. I'm gonna walk it back just a little bit. Again, it's something that's gonna open up. You can bring the hips forward just a little. You get a few breaths in. Hips back up, feel the stretch through the quads. Come back, walk the hands back. Get back in that child's pose. Bring the hands back down. This one here, I'm gonna walk my hands out just a little bit. Slowly. Again, you can move side to side here. If you want to inch out with the fingertips, that's entirely up to you. What I'm going to do is walk the hands back. Now here, I'm going to bring my palm facing up, right palm facing up, slide that underneath. I'm going to get a stretch through the shoulder capsule. I'm going to look over my right shoulder as I kind of just let that shoulder fall down. Try and keep that arm straight. You feel a stretch through the shoulder capsule as well as behind the shoulder blade, your scap. Hold that for a second. Keep the vision over that shoulder. Bring that right arm back. Do the same thing here with the left. Extend that all the way out, palm facing the ceiling. Just gonna again drop the shoulder a little bit. Take a few breaths in, trying to get nasal breathing all the way through this entire time. You're gonna bring the hand out, back into child's pose. Now I'm going to take my right palm, face the ceiling. Just lift up. I'm going to bring it back down. Repeat the same thing on the left side. Palm facing the ceiling, so we open up. I'm going to bring it down, a little external rotation of the arms. Hold it here. Now from here, I'm going to walk it out. I'm going to bring my hips forward, right? I'm going to come down almost like I'm going into an up dog position, but I'm going to keep my knees down, right? I'm going to try and keep a straight line. I'm not going to hyperextend the back. I'm just going to bring the shoulders down. Just getting some movement through here, right? We're kind of, as we like to say, flossing the joints, the hips as we come through here. Pack the shoulders down, keep the vision forward. If you want, you can drop the hips a little bit, get into that. We'll have plenty of time for a little bit more up and down dog. Right now we're just, again, greasing through the knee, the joint there, the hips. Bring those hips forward, pack the shoulders down, keep the body in a good straight line, head all the way down to the knees, right? Once I do that, I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna kick the left leg out right here. My knees pointing just a little opened up. My knee is not directly in front of my hip, but it's just outside the hip. I've got a nice straight line. This leg, trailing left leg, is completely straight. Stretch through the adductors, your groin. Nice stretch through the groin. The gracilis, which connects all the way down to around the knee. And then what we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to bring those hips forward. Come back. Flow through. Control the movements. Pack the shoulders down. Keep your body engaged all the way through the field. Maybe if that feels good, you need to get another 1 or 2 in. By all means, I'm going to kick it over. Out over to that right side now. Trying to get my hips back. You could be on the top of your foot or you could be on the ball of your foot. That's entirely up to you. Working through. Vision's out in front. Hips go back. Stretch through the back. Feeling that stretch through that right leg. From the all the way through the hip. All the way down through the adductors. Down again to that gracilis muscle that goes inside. Connecting into the knee. Right from there, we've done a few there. We then bring the leg back in here. What I do is here now is bring the hands right underneath the shoulders. Little cat, camel. Arch the back, bring the vision forward. Tuck the hips in, round out the upper back, bring your chin into your chest, push your shoulder blades up. Keep the breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Another arch of the lower back, bring the vision forward. Be strong through these movements.
Don't you dare let go. I'm right here, you know I mean it.
Now from here, we're going to bring it forward. We're going to go into a quadruped, right hand on the right ear. Open up. Vision stays on the elbow. Again, keep the breath work going. 2, 3 there. Right hand to the ground, left hand goes on the left ear. Follow that left elbow. Bring that hand back to the ground here. And if we can, we're going to go bird dog. Left leg goes back, right arm comes out. And come in, if you can, touch the elbow to the knee. Pack the shoulder down, try and keep a straight leg, don't go up, keep it straight. Bring it there, and on this last one, let's hold for a second. Pack the shoulder down, keep your vision forward, directly down to the ground, arms out. Bring it back in, right hand to the ground, left leg to the ground, extend out opposite arm, opposite leg. Elbow comes in, touches the knee if you can, extend all the way out. Fingertips out. Pack that shoulder down, keep your vision out. One more. We're gonna open up through the hips here now. We're gonna go fire hydrants. We're gonna open up that hip, bring it around, back in. Open up, extend the leg out, bring it back in. Do it over on the left side. Open up. Back in. Open up. Extend the leg out. Back in through there. Right now we're going to get on to the balls of the feet. Walk our hands out a little bit. Into a little down dog. Bring the shoulder blades all the way back behind you if you can. Right? What I learned from our yoga instructor, Amanda, was we can have a bend in the knees. What we want to focus on and emphasize is get the shoulders as far back behind us as possible, right? You can bring that vision between the legs. If you can straighten the legs out from there. Now, as we flow into our up dog position, right? You can go down to the knees if you don't have the strength, right? So just kind of come down, head between the hands, flow through, push through the floor, onto the tops of the feet, press the tops of the feet in. Press the hands through the floor, pick your chest and vision up. From here, again, you can go back to the knees, bring the hips back, palms to the floor, then get into that down dog. Again, based on whatever that ability level is, we're gonna flow a couple times through here. Last one here, we come through. Up dog. Now we're going through from here in this down dog. I'm gonna walk the hands in for an inchworm. Hang out there for a second. My feet are at the edges of the mat. I'm walking back in. I'm gonna go to the edge of my mat. Walk it back in. Hang out here for a second. Feel the stretch of the hamstrings. Walk the legs back out. Hands come out. Pack your shoulders down. Vision out front. Remember, you on video are nasal breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Come here. We're gonna walk it back in a final plank position here. Good stretch through the back of the legs. Hips are down. Back as flat as possible. Come up through here. What we're going to do now is we're going to go with our pointers. I'm going to bring my right leg as close to my right hand as I can. Right? Grab my left arm with my right hand and then open up all the way through. Vision's on my hand. Bring the hand back to the ground. Try and get the hip up in the air, right? Raise up, stretch through the hamstring here. Let's go back down. Vision out in front, right hand goes to the left elbow. Hold for a second. Stretch through the hip flexor, top part of the quads. Open up through the right hand. Vision comes with the hand up. Come back down to the ground and press the right heel through the floor and lift and push away from the floor. Feel the stretch through that right hamstring. Bring it back down. Right, if you want, we can get one more. Right hand, sorry about that. Right hand comes on the elbow. Drop the hip a little. We now open up, follow all the way up. Vision's on the hand. We're here, bring the hand back down to the ground. Push through the floor. Try and straighten the right leg out. You're going to feel that stretch through the hamstring. And then to come down, you can also be on the knee here for this as well, if you don't have that mobility. Right now, I'm going to then bring my leg underneath me. For some of us, it might be here. That's fine. Your knee could be pointing straight ahead. All right, for me, I'm going to get it underneath. I'm going to drop my left knee to the ground. I'm going to then go down to the elbow. I'm going to hold it here for a few breaths. I can feel that stretch coming through the glute, into the hamstring, even a little bit through these adductors. I'm going to walk it out just a little bit. You're going to walk it back in. Again, you can hang out there for as long as you'd like there, as long as it feels good for you. We're then going to bring that right foot back to the ground, pick the left foot up, bring it over the top, push the right heel to the floor, stretch out the calf, the Achilles. Hold that for any length of time you'd like, and then go over to the left side here. Left foot over as close to the left hand. I'm going to bring my left hand on my right elbow, my right arm now. A little thoracic rotation as I look the opposite direction. Then I bring and follow my left hand all the way up. Open up. Vision is on my left hand. And then come back down to the ground. Push that foot through the floor. Try and lift and straighten my left leg out to get a stretch through the hamstring. Back down, relax down. Left hand on the right arm. Rotation through the shoulders, thoracic spine, the lats as well. Open up. Vision stays on the hand. Back down to the ground. Press the foot through the floor. Straighten the left leg out as best we can. Back down for one final. Little thoracic movement, rotation. Open up. Bring the hand down to the ground. Press the left leg through the floor, straighten the left leg out, stretch through the hamstring. Hold that for as long as you like. Bring the left leg underneath. Again, it might be like this for you. That's perfectly fine. Just get it underneath you. If you have to drop to the knee, that's fine. We we come down onto the elbows. I'm just gonna bring mine out in front so I get a full stretch through. Medial glute, glute, hammy. Hold it here. Hold it for any length of time. You can walk it out, hold it here. We drop the hips. We then bring the hands back up. Get the left leg back to the floor. The right goes on top. Drive the left heel through the floor. Feel the stretch through the calf, a little bit through the Achilles. Hold that for as long as you'd like. And then walk it into a plank position. And what we do is we walk the hands back. Right, walk the hands back in here. I'm going to get my hands underneath the feet there. I'm going to straighten the legs out as best I can. Right, I'm then going to drop down into a squat, pick my vision up, get as low as you can, raise the butt up, try and straighten the legs out. Let's get another one here. Raise up, straighten the legs out. Now from here, we're going to drop down. Once we get here, I like to go onto the balls of the feet. Your hands can be on the floor if you'd like, and we just open up through the hips. A little bit of an animal flow as we open and close one hip up. I dig the elbow of the knee in, the elbow into the inside of the knee, open up through that hip. Careful not to go too far. Just a few through here, all the way through, right? Once you feel good there, you feel like the hips are loose, we get back on, right? I'm gonna go into a nice straight up position. From here, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the hands on the head here, right? I'm gonna do an RDL. So these are called Kong squats. We hinge at the hip, go into that RDL, stretch to the back of legs, drop down into a squat. Then we raise up, back into that RDL, bring the hips back forward. Bring the hips back, feel the stretch to the back of the legs, drop down into the squat. Let's get one more through here. Straighten the legs out, back in that RDL, back up to the top here. We're gonna reach the hands all the way up to the sky. Bring the fists together. Externally rotate, palms facing away. And then bring my hands to the side. Reverse the direction. So that I come back, I'm strong in my arms, strong in my grip, my fists, everything is engaged. Bring the hands back down. I'll go to the knees so that you can see in the video. Hands come back up. Control, open up. Externally rotate the hands, palms face away. Bring the arms behind us. Slow and controlled. Back the other direction. As we come back, we open the hands back up. Palms come facing each other. Bring them down nice, slow and controlled. We're going to finish up with one more. Open the palms facing away, bring them back. In control. Back up and through. Bring the hands down, loosen, relax. You come through here, you can go back into child's pose. Depending on where you're at, you can simply bring it on to the backside like they do in yoga, right? And just chill. Sit down back here. Now, if you do have access to a couch or something, what I recommend is bringing the legs up here. You get the legs up 90 degrees. It's called sympathetic breathing, right? Hips, knees, heels. Arms out at the side here. You can just breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. You can continue on there for about anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes just to relax the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems there, guys. So that is the flow that I have. I hope that you guys enjoyed that, and I'd love to see you guys do this each and every Sunday as a way to get some mobility in our joints. We want to remain mobile, right? The idea and why I started Mac Fitness, and the idea that I have when I decided to make this my career, was to help educate people on the importance of not only exercise and fitness, but health, nutrition, and mobility, so that when we age into our 60s, into our 70s, into our 80s, into our 90s, if we're blessed to make it that long, that our quality of life is not, as I've seen my parents and grandparents struggle in their later years. It's to remain and have a good sense of vitality throughout life. And the only way we do that is by taking care of our body now, making the changes that we need to make now, so that when we are older and when we are watching our kids and our grandkids, or maybe even our great-grandkids, we're able to enjoy it, and again, be able to remain lively and vibrant in our later years, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this mobility series. Again, guys, every Sunday at least